He wants to marry you without dating you. What he discovers changes everything. Have you ever met someone who seems unusually certain about you? Not because they rushed into feelings or acted impulsively, but because something deep inside them recognized your value long before they ever spoke about it. If this message has found you, there may be a reason someone has been thinking about you in a way that goes far beyond attraction, and what they discover has completely changed the direction of their hearts. Hallelujah. This person did not expect to feel this way. In fact, when they first become aware of you, they try to keep their emotion under control. They told themselves they needed more time. They convinced themselves they should stay logical and avoid becoming attached too quickly. But the more they observe you, the harder it became to ignore what they were seeing. What catches their attention wasn't just your appearance, it wasn't something temporal or superficial. It was the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you treat people when there is nothing to gain from being kind. They notice things that many others overlook. They saw your strength during difficult moments. They saw your patience when situation tested you. They saw your ability to remain genuine in a world where many people wear masks. And that discovery affected them more than they expected. Hallelujah. If my video have blessed you, please consider supporting my internet course. Thank you. You see, this person has encountered many different kind of people through their life. Hallelujah. They have met individuals who look impressive on the surface but lack depth once they got to know them. They have experienced relationships that began with excitement but eventually review incapacity, review dishonesty, or emotional immaturity. Because of those experiences, they became caution, very caution. They stopped believing that genuine connection were easy to find. They convinced themselves that true trustworthy people were rare. Then you appear. At first, they didn't understand why they felt so drawn towards you. They could they couldn't explain why your presence stayed on their mind after conversation ended. They couldn't explain why your words seems to carry more weight than anyone else. So they pay attention. The more attention they paid, the more they realized something important. You are different, not perfect, not flawless, but real. And in today's world, realness is incredibly valuable. What surprised the most was discovering that your character matches your energy. Many people know how to create a good impression. Many people know what to say, but very few people constantly live according to the values they talk about. They notice that too. They notice that you do. They notice your integrity. They notice your compassion. They notice your resilience. And with every new discovery, their feelings grew stronger. At some point, this person stopped imagining what it would be like to simply date you. Their thought began moving much further ahead instead of asking themselves whether they started whether instead of asking themselves whether they wanted a temporal connection, they wanted or a temporal connection. They started wondering what life would look like with you years from now. Could they build a future with you? Could they trust you during difficult seasons? Could they celebrate victory with you? Could they grow? Could they grow alongside you? The answer that kept appearing in their minds surprises them. Again and again, the answer was yes. That realization changed everything. Suddenly, they weren't interested in wasting time on games or uncertainty. They weren't interested in relationships that lacked direction. They weren't looking for another temporal chapter. They found themselves wanting something meaningful with you, something lasting, something real. And that is why the idea of marriage entered their thought so quickly. Not because they are reckless, not because they are desperate, but because what they discover about you made them see possibility they haven't seen in a very long time. This person sees qualities that cannot be bought, copied, or fake. They see loyalty, they see emotional depth, they see wisdom gained through experience. They see someone who has overcome challenges and still choose to lead with kindness. Those qualities speak louder to them, even when you aren't trying to impress anyone, even when you don't realize you are being noticed. There is another reason their feelings have become so intense. They sense peace around you. And peace is something many people spend years searching for. Life has likely brought this person through seasons of confusion, disappointment, and emotional exhaustion. They have experienced situations that made them question their ability to trust again. They have carried wounds they rarely discuss. Yet somehow, when they think about you, those fears don't feel as powerful. For the first time in a long while, they can imagine a future that feels stable, a future that feels hopeful, a future that feels safe. That discovery has touched their heart more deeply than they expected. Of course, they may not be showing all of those openly right now. In fact, they might still be processing these emotions themselves. They may wonder whether you will understand. They may worry about moving too quickly. They may even feel nervous about revealing how serious their feelings have become. But inside, something has already shifted. The way they see you is no longer casual. The way they think about you is no longer temporal. They have begun imagining a life that includes you. And whether they express it today, tomorrow, or sometime in the future, the truth remains the same. What they discovered wasn't just attraction, it wasn't just chemistry, it wasn't just passing emotion. What they discovered was a person whose character spoke directly to their hearts, a person who reminded them that genuine love still exists, a person who made them believe that commitment can be beautiful, a person who changed the way they think about the future. And because of that discovery, what started as simple curiosity has become something much deeper, something stronger, something that continues to grow every time they think about you. Their heart wasn't looking for forever, but after discovering who you truly are, forever is exactly what they began to see. If you're finding this video useful, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know. Shalom.